Hey guys, so we are in Tarifa. We've come to the coast to enjoy this beautiful winter sun.
Tarifa, baby, it's like 6:30 in the evening and it's just so nice. Just checking that the boys are all right. I've got a little friend over here. Be nice.
Good boy. Dizzy. Good boys. Okay, so yeah, we are in Tarifa. We love it down here. The dogs love it down here. There's so many dogs, so dog friendly. The boys get to play and go and meet so many new friends.
I don't know whether there's more dogs or more vans down here. It's just amazing because that's our favourite things. Vans and dogs, and there's loads of them. And beaches. And we're now on the sand dunes. We've just got the drone in the sky to get some shots. It's kind of coming up to golden hour. The sun's about to go down. And we're just really enjoying this winter sun.
It's beautiful. We came down here yesterday afternoon, checked out the beach, stayed at a really cool free camp spot just off the sort of quiet road that runs along the coastline.
We're coming up with different cooking methods to save on gas. So we're coming up with the traditional collecting wood and logs and charcoal and making a little barbecue, and we've got an alcohol stove.
So yeah, now we're going to go back to the same spot we stayed at and get that barbecue lit before it gets dark. See you there.
Let's go. Let's go. Someone's got a little bit pinky cheeks today.
It'll turn brown, it'll turn brown.
You'll be tanned up tomorrow morning.
It's from when it's windy. When it's windy, you don't realise how hot it is.
Always put plenty of sunscreen on. It's a very important fact in life, especially if you're young. If you get a bit older, I guess it doesn't really matter. Here's one. And the other one. Completely exhausted. One day on the beach and that's it, they're gone. So cute. They're going to sleep so well tonight and we'll have some peace and quiet. Second night here. Second night eating out on our little barbecue. We've got corn, we've got asparagus, we've got peppers, we've got courgettes. And I might do some little veggie burgers as well. So this is the new answer to the gas situation, our gas situation. We don't need gas, we can cook outside with fire. So yes, and what a night for it.
So, best time of the day, in the morning again. No one's about, just a few dog walkers. Some shopping. What's Dizzy doing?
Shopping.
Today we're testing out our little alcohol stove. We just bought some alcohol, 96%. Hopefully that's the good stuff. And yeah, we've got this nice little portable camping stove. You've got your windproof thing, the alcohol pot there. That's to put out the fire, and the screw top. And then these handy little frying pan and bowl with the handle. Sweet.
Let's try it out.
Right then. Okay, obviously we wouldn't normally be doing this inside the van because the liquid is highly flammable, so it is a little bit dangerous. You don't want to spill it anywhere, but it's very windy outside, so for the trial run, just to test it out, we put it inside, taking precautions, both windows open. So yeah, it's been going for 6 minutes now, so I think we're going to put it out and see how hot that is. Put that on, within a few seconds, it's out.
And that's out.
Magic.
And that water is, like, that's proper hot enough. We used drinking water, so it didn't need to be boiling or anything.
Yeah,
so that is ready for a couple of coffees. So we're just really trying to come up with other solutions, not just the gas, that we can do for cooking our food, like last night with the fire. We can do a lot of that hopefully up in Scandinavia, and then now we've got the little alcohol stove as another little backup as well.
We didn't just go out and buy this alcohol stove to sort out our gas problem. It was a kit gift.
Yeah, we have had it for a few years. It's just been in the house and we've never used it, but we're quite impressed. Yeah.
Got your little frying pan and your little
cook rice
pot.
That did do really well.
Yeah, a little pot of rice and then some fried veg on top.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you could, couldn't you? You could do it like that. Cook your rice while you're cooking your rice. You could probably heat something up on there. So a good little bit of kit. Yes. The boys are already completely exhausted after just being back in the van for like a day. So look, check out the veggies, what we got this morning from Nick foraged from the little free food stand, left a little donation. We got some of these, we got some bananas and some strawberries. So that was quite good. We had to go and buy a knife yesterday because we didn't bring a knife on this trip. We packed the van, everything's in here to just go, so we don't have to go back home. And we are going home, but we thought we'd do it that way. And we're actually missing loads of things. So it's a good job we didn't leave, because we would have had to buy all of these things. Things like, I mean, I didn't even bring my ridge monkey, because what we did when we got back from the big trip is completely empty everything out just to sort out the van and give it a good clean. And yeah, so now we've packed everything back in, and can you believe it? Fancy not remembering my ridge monkey. We didn't bring any teaspoons, nail scissors and tweezers and things like that, SD card adapters, so we can even put the footage on the laptop from the GoPro, for example. So yeah, heaps of stuff.
Well, we could put the footage on, but you have to use a cable for the GoPro and the drone, which works out all right actually, but
and we didn't even have mugs, so we have to have our coffees out of plastic cups. So it's kind of a good job we are going back to pick up these things, really. So it was a really successful test last night with the little barbecue. We managed to cook food really well. It did take quite a bit of time because it's only small, so if you start cooking earlier in the day, then, you know, it would be better. But it worked really well. And the alcohol stove this morning as well, very happy about that. So we do have other options now.
And this little dish here fits perfectly on half of the barbecue.
So we're thinking that we're going to be using this kind of back to basics way of cooking a lot more, and that could help us out with the problems that we have had with shortage of gas. And it's much more fun to cook on an open fire, let's face it.
We spent the morning and up until lunchtime editing, as we do. Just been chilling out on this campsite. Well, it's not an official campsite, but it's pretty much a campsite.
Yeah, it's really good here. There's so many vans. It's really, really chilled. There's all sorts of people. You've got your full-timers, you've got people just travelling around. There's like rickety, really old vans, kind of like ours. And then you've got your really posh motorhomes, like the ones with the parts that come out the side over there. There's like a converted fire engine here. There's a couple of big old school coaches that have been kitted out over that side. There's like kind of four-wheel off-road overlander type vehicles. There's small little T5s and things like that. So there's just so many different people here, and it's proper relaxed as well. Unlike a campsite, you can just open the door and the boys can just run out and play. There's nice grassy areas, there's loads of other doggies, and the best thing about it is people are keeping it really clean. There's not a scrap of litter around, and this place has been being used like this for quite some time now, which is just brilliant. It just shows that people are really making the effort and that they're appreciating like this sort of location. So we're really, really happy. We do love it here. For those of you who haven't heard of Tarifa, it's a very unique, cool little place.
Well, it's on the southernmost tip on mainland Europe, and the closest point to Morocco, and Tangiers is the port there, and that's like 13-14 kilometers away. Doesn't take long at all on the high-speed ferry or the hovercraft. The west coast is the Costa del Luz towards Portugal, which is only like 2-3 hours away, and the east coast is heading towards Malaga and the Costa del Sol. So you got one big upmarket posh hotels, that sort of thing, really built up, and then this coast is just so laid back. People go to Portugal in the winter, but this coast towards Portugal is stunning. You know, starting from Tarifa all the way up that coastline, it's got beautiful white sand beaches, you know, pine forests going off up sand dunes. It's just really, really awesome. And Tarifa especially is good. It's got such a laid back vibe with the whole van life thing going on, and dog friendly and all that, and the town itself is pretty cool. It's got a little whitewashed town, winding streets, and then you got a little fort, and it's all surrounded by a wall. So yeah, if you haven't been here already, check it out. When we arrived yesterday and went down to the beach, it's quite unbelievable, the views across to Morocco. On a clear day you can actually make out the houses on the cliffs.
Yeah, it's really cool to be that close to Africa, isn't it? It kind of makes you feel like special when you're standing in Europe and you can see Africa that clear. We've only actually been over there and been to Tangiers, so we really want to like do the van life over there and travel around for a good few weeks. But yes, now we are going to pop out down the beach, have a little walk, take the boys, even though I'm not sure they're interested in going out because they're knackered. We're going to go out for a little stroll. It's a bit windier today than it was yesterday. Pop into the town, pick up a few supplies, and then we'll probably just end up staying here again because it is just so wonderful.
So I've just taken a walk through the pine forest and it's been windy all day, and now it's completely dropped. So we've got time for a quick dip to cool down.
It's a little bit cold, but it's going to be so refreshing, and we really do need to have our little van life bath. So come on, let's get in before the sun goes down. Yeah!
Oh my gosh, it's a little bit cool. Oh. It is freezing actually. Oh, look at that, I can't believe. No hesitation.
Well then.
Oh, that's alright actually.
How is it?
Oh, refreshing. Can't beat an early spring dip in the Atlantic Ocean.
You actually feel like you've done something when you get in this sea. If you don't do anything else in your day, get in here and you feel like you've achieved something great. Aren't they just absolutely adorable? Like, we just can't get over it, how cute they are.
Sorry if there's far too much dead cute doggy footage in this video, but we just can't stop filming them. Just chopping up a few onions and garlic to go with our free veg from this morning, our asparagus and beans, and we're going to do some noodles, and we're doing it all on the little alcohol stove. Yeah, check out our new setup. I think it's going to work as well. We've got the alcohol stove and now we're putting it inside our little funky little cool little barbecues. Oops, sorry. Look at that. So here's our little baking tray with our veggies or whatever. Underneath there is a little alcohol stove. Yeah. Like, it's gonna cook
Slower, but that's fine. Asparagus doesn't take long anyway. And then we're just going to boil some water in this little pot afterwards and just put some noodles and some soy sauce and some herbs and some flavours. And then we have a little cheeky glass of wine, some nuts and some little beans for a starter. We're feeling so good after our little swim in the sea, like you just feel warm and refreshed, and yeah, it feels great.
Perfect way to end the day now.
A perfect way to end a perfect day.
Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that like button below.
If you haven't subscribed to our channel, then please do, and keep the comments coming because we absolutely love to hear from you.
And we'll see you in the next video.